Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry for the lengthy delay for this next album review. I'm gonna do this album review, then probably get to the other albums tomorrow at least, because I kind of want to reshoot another game stream. So this is for Wage War's Stigma album, the long-awaited next album we've been waiting for since, I believe, March or April. So somewhere around then. They announced it when Nails came out, so basically, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for their next studio album after I believe the album was Manic, or something like that, was the last album, and let you know my thoughts on this new Stigma Wage War album. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with The Show's About to Start, which is a great track to open this record. I mean, electronically, it's a little different. It's a little different to the intro to the song because it starts off with the electronics and dubstep stuff and all that. And it's interesting with the production, but then the track gets really heavy later on in the song. And I like Brighton's screams in this track. They're really amazing. And Brighton Bond's screams. So, great track, 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed this song. Self-Sacrifice was another great track, another banger. I really enjoyed this 2-minute and 56-second track. It was really interesting to see Brighton's screams, and the production in this track is outstanding. It's a little different, but it's pretty good. So, strong track, 5 out of 5. Then comes Magnetic, which I know when I originally listened to it, I think I gave it like a solid rating. And as of now, it's grown to be my favorite track. I really love this track. It's different, and there were some electronics, dubstep music moments in this track that were interesting, but execution-wise, it pulled it off with what it was going for. So, great track, 5 out of 5. Definitely rocks for sure. Nails is a great track too. It's very short for a song, but it is well executed, well received, and I really enjoyed this song. Brighton's screams were amazing. Also, I forgot to mention in Magnetic, Cody's clean vocals are outstanding, and I really appreciated this track, Magnetic, along with Nails. So Nails is a 5 out of 5. Blur was interesting. I really enjoyed this song for sure. I think production, mixing, and execution, and give me a second, gotta pause the video. Sorry about that, guys. My mom was calling me for a second. So Blur was a great track. Really enjoyed Wage War's Blur song. Cody's vocals have gotten really interesting and very good. And even Brighton's vocals were pretty good. He does some regular singing from time to time, and it's pretty outstanding. So, great song, very catchy, and a 5 out of 5. Tombstone was a great song when it first came out. When I first listened to it, I think they first played it at Welcome to Rockville around January or May something, May 12th or so. They premiered this track and performed it. They said this is a new fucking song, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And it was an enjoyable track. I like the part "You tell 'em I'm coming and hell's coming with me" part. That was a great screaming moment. And basically, Brighton's screams were outstanding in this track. So, definitely a headbanger, and definitely would headbang to this track a lot. 5 out of 5. Happy Hunting is a pretty good song. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this one or not, but it's a grower for sure. So I'd give it a 5 out of 5. It's still a strong track, just with Brighton screaming, and some of the production can be a little cheesy at times, but it just depends on the mood you're in, I guess. Hellbent is a great track too. I really enjoyed this one. So 5 out of 5 for this one. In My Blood is a pretty good song as a regular track, but execution-wise, it's fine. So, it's pretty catchy too, and good drum work and electronic work 2. So another 5 out of 5. And finally, Is This How It Ends? Is the closing track to the record. And it's a great way to close the record with Cody doing vocals in the chorus, sounding amazing, and Brighton singing along with him, backing him up, and sounds really good. Execution-wise, yeah, there were some moments where I was feeling indifferent about it, but I still enjoyed the track for what it went for, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think Wage War pulled it off with this record. One of my favorite albums this year so far. Along with POD Veritas. This is an excellent record. I think they really set the bar with this one with what they wanted to do. It is a short record, by the way. It's like 31 minutes, so it's not very long. But execution-wise, it's perfect. It's going to get a perfect score. So for a score for me, I'm giving Stigma by Wage War a 10 out of 10. Great record. Highly recommend you check this record out. Some tracks may take a few listens to grow on you, but I think execution-wise, they pulled it off with what they wanted to go for with this record. And I was quite amazed with this album, with how it sounded overall. And for a shorter runtime, I wish there was maybe 2 more songs to add to, maybe at least 1 more song to add to this record to make it 11 songs. But hey, still pulled it off with 10 tracks. And I can't wait to see what their future holds for maybe a deluxe edition if they come up with that. But other than that, 10 out of 10 for Wage War Stigma. Really enjoyed this record, and with that being said, guys, thanks for watching this album review today.